What is up guys, welcome back to Mr. Tech Boss. As you can see, I'm running Miui 12.1 Masik and this is Masik 14.0 and I'm running it on my Redmi K20 Pro. So without any further ado, let's get to the changelog and stuff like that. And is it really a good ROM? Alright, so firstly let's get the basics out of the way. This stuff here is still the same as last week's build, so it's still May security patch and not June, and even though June is almost ended, but they haven't changed that and it comes with perf kernel. But yeah, that is about the basics and stuff like that. Now moving on to changelog, let me get to the changelog. So here it is, Masik 14.0 premium. I don't know why they call it premium, but anyway, so most of these things are basically fixes, and they've updated all the apps that got update during this time period or window period. So yeah, they've based this ROM on original databases, which means this is not EU based anymore. This is based directly on the China ROM. But yeah, they've also changed the firmware from beta to stable. So yeah, that is basically just to make people think it's going to be more stable, and it's designed for everyday use, so you really shouldn't have too much of issues. But yeah, before we move on to the entire thing, let me get to the battery backup. I've been using it for like 12 hours or so. I installed it like at night, so I can only tell you the idle drain, not much about the active drain. So overnight it drained about, so you can see, so let's see, so active use at 0%, so I haven't used from here until about here, I think. So in 9 hours it drained around 10%, maybe a little less, but yeah, so that is still pretty bad. So if you want to fix idle drain, I would recommend clean flashing this ROM and format your internal storage. Do not restore any backup if you're planning to use it on a daily basis, because that is going to ensure that you have the best idle drain and overall best battery life. So yeah, that is about the battery life. Now what else has changed? Let's get back to the changelog. As I said earlier, they're mostly fixes and stuff like that, so let's go through them anyway. Now as you can see there, it says built-in 9 styles of system font to replace Milan Pro. And now if we go to fonts, there are a bunch more fonts now, so yeah, you can choose them, and it's obviously great. To be honest, I think Miui Masik is so far the best Miui 12 ROM, but yeah, let's just change the font. Why not just change it? But yeah, so now let me go back to the changelog. And yeah, next thing is services for collecting and usage data and error reports were cut. So this is basically for security reasons and stuff like that, and it might improve a little bit of battery life. But yeah, and now if we go into it, also says added a new design style for control centers. So yeah, if we go into the themes app, there's a bunch more options now. So then we go into themes and then go into my account and then theme components, and then go here, and then normally it's set like this, and then you'll have this one also. So it is basically going to make them spherical, if you know what I mean. That is what it's going to do. So it's going to make them spherical and not circle anymore. And also, other than this, they've added a bunch more icons. So let's go to the icons. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot more icons. These are there just because I have some themes. But yeah, so let's see, for example, this one, it looks cool. And yeah, once that's done, just wait a second and just let it do its thing. So yeah, it is a bit weird, but yeah, now let's see this one. This looks clean AF. So yeah, they've added a whole lot of new icons. Other than that, they have added a few more things. So let's say if we go to the phone app, they have added these arrows for like to show if it's an incoming call that you missed and stuff like that. They've also added these arrows. Now if we go into advanced settings, they have added a few more options there as well. So yeah, action on and call end. So after an ingoing call, what do you want exactly to do? So if you want to open dialer, no action and stuff like that, they have added all these options. So now if there's an outgoing call, which means that you have called, like which you called from here, and then you can change the actions, and these are the list of actions available. So yeah, there are a bunch more options. And now also if you reject the call, what exactly do you want to happen? And now also what they've done is they have, in the other section, they have added a window, this option, the window for incoming call. So if we say if it's normal, it looks something like this. So as you can see, it's covering my entire screen. And now if we choose it to a small avatar, which is what I like setting it up as, So let's tile again. It's just going to open up as a tile, as a notification on the top. So let me call again and then show you guys how it works. So yeah, as you can see, it just shows it on the top left. But yeah, other than that, they have also added a few more things. So yeah, if we go again into the same settings, so settings, advanced settings, they've added this option, full screen photo. And now what this is, basically it's going to cover up the entire screen, not entire, but the maximum, the size of the photo. Basically it looks a bit ugly, so I don't recommend you guys to use it. But yeah, now moving on, if we go back, they have also added this option, but this was in the last build of Miui Masik, so I recommend you guys to watch that video if you want to know all the features that this has. I'll be linking that on the top right corner, so if you guys want to watch. Also, now if we go into settings, notifications, notification state, shade, status bar, and then go all the way down, they've added these two options. So if you don't like those icons, you can hide them if you wish to do so. But yeah, they've also added this option, hide info toggle. I don't know what exactly it does. If you do know, if you know about this, please let me know in the description. Also guys, now if you enable developer options and then go to developer options, and here they've added header style. So if you choose and set it to dynamic, then just close the settings app once, go back, open it. And so yeah, so as you can see right now it's large and then it becomes small. You can customize it if you want it large all the time, which is what I personally like, or you can leave it on dynamic as well. So if you set it to small, it's always going to be small. So yeah, it's always going to stay on the top. Or if you set it to large, it's always going to stay like that. I'm not sure if this was here, there you can enable skip screen lock. This will basically skip the lock screen if you don't have a password. Let me see if we do have a password, what exactly it will do. So yeah, if you do have a password set up, this option will just get disabled. But yeah, that is basically about it. If you want to know all the changes, as I said, watch my previous Masik video, which is going to be linked in the top right corner on the card. But yeah, now let's quickly do a super fast app opening test. If you're my subscriber, by the way, please do consider subscribing. If you are my subscriber, you should know about this. But let's quickly open a few apps in the first round slowly. So, and then once we have a bunch of apps open, let's just open them super fast to see if there are any frame drops, especially if we are multitasking. So if you're going between apps, so yeah, as you can see, I actually notice a bit more frame drops than the previous build, but I'm not sure if they are there actually. But yeah, there are a few frame drops here and there, especially if you're multitasking at times. Like, so for example, if you open up an app really fast, it's just gonna, sometimes there are gonna be frame drops. But I guess this is the best Miui 12 ROM because there isn't anything better than this. So yeah, as always, Masik is probably the best Miui 12 option we have as of right now. But yeah guys, please make sure to like, share and subscribe, because I want you guys to be updated about stuff for your Redmi K20 Pro. But yeah, if you're still watching, thank you. This is Fuzal from Mr. Tech Boss, signing off.